wake up, wake up. It is the Make a Media Morning Show with the sports with Aunty Shedeur. You guys miss me? I know you did. You know I had to watch the Pro Bowl. I had to watch a few things before I got on here and told you about how Aunty Shedeur is looking at things this week in the NFL before the Super Bowl. I watched my nephew in the Pro Bowl and I loved it. He was interacting with all of those different ones from the AFC and the NFC. They even showed a little clip when he was in the locker room and he was holding the camera. He was doing the Shedeur cam. I loved it. While he was out there being a part of the game, when he threw a touchdown, he went and got one of the other players, I believe was on the other side, on the NFC side, and had him throwing his wrist up, showing his watches, letting you know that they were just out there bantering and having a wonderful time. Yeah, he threw an interception because I seen some of the clickbait and some of the things that the blogs are saying about the interception that he threw in the Pro Bowl. But I thought you guys said that the Pro Bowl wasn't, anything anymore. But you sure wanted to talk about him throwing an interception in flag football. Did y'all catch how they cheated my nephew out of some yardage? Because they said that he blocked whatever he was flag blocking or wouldn't allow them to get his flag, but then turned around and forward a couple of plays and they allowed the NFC to get away with the flag blocking. So don't tell me that they don't be coming for my nephew or some tweaky things don't be going on, because I see it with my own eyes. Out. So let's go into this. I watched a lot of YouTube and YouTubers, commentators, and even listen to a couple other AIs talk about Acho when he said that Shedeur shouldn't listen to Todd Monken. Well, if you guys haven't seen the press conference, I need you guys to go and look at it, because I want to say this straight to you, Acho. If ain't nobody else told you this, I'm going to need you to stop it. And yes, my nephew should listen to Todd Monken. One of the reasons why is because he comes from football coaching. I'm talking about his whole entire family, from his daddy coaching in Illinois, from his brothers who are football coaches now, from his cousin that's a head coach in the damn Army. His father-in-law was a coach. His wife was a cheerleader and then turned around to be a cheerleading coach. All this man has done is bled football all his life. And talking about him not, he hasn't proven himself as a head coach. I'm gonna need you to back up with that one right there. Yes, it may have been in college, but he was a head coach. Let me go to the notes, because I'm not gonna mess up none of this. I just wanted to do that checkmate real quick before I told you a little bit about his press conference. Let me go to my notes. He was a head coach at Southern Miss, where he took a 0-12 team in 2 seasons to 9-5 and better, and also went to a bowl game. I'm talking about dealing with the young players. So him coming over to Cleveland, like he said in his press conference, one of the reasons why he came over here was because of the defense. And we know from listening to him in that press conference that he's going to know how to communicate with them young bucks on that offense and hold them accountable for not being the great players that we know that they ought to be. Because they wouldn't be in the NFL if it was any other type of way. Now, I got an opportunity to watch the press conference. I heard what Andrew Berry said, and I also heard what Jimmy Haslam said. But I want to talk about specifically what Todd Monken said, since everybody wants to make this such a big deal. I'm glad that y'all keeping Cleveland on your mind and on your brain, because he looking at it as this is a young team. He looking at what he can revive out of Cleveland. He looking at it, let's bring it back. He even letting it be known y'all need to beware, because he's bringing that thunder and that fire. Let me just share with y'all a couple of things that he said for those questions that was asked. And two, our Cleveland, Northeastern Ohio media here, get with the program. Y'all need to be asking a little bit better questions, and y'all need to be showing some respect to the dog pound and to the Cleveland coaches, because I'm just saying, y'all was just horrible. I have to go to YouTube and listen to my fellow YouTubers. We do better coverage than y'all do. Come on, get with the program. What's up with y'all credentials? It's just making me sick. Okay, let me throw out a couple of questions that he was asked, and let me tell you what he said. When he was asked about the quarterback situation, what I loved about how I hear some of them trying to say that he's still like what's that coach Stefanski that we used to have, the ones down there in Atlanta right now. He said it's still to be determined. But if anybody was even paying any type of attention, he was just trying to let you know who he is, what he brings to the table, what he trying to do with the coaching. But anyway, in that same breath, when he said that, he turned around and said, I'm excited about Shedeur. I'm excited about that quarterback room. He said that. So that was how they say the little crumbs, if you weren't paying attention to the crumbs that was being dropped. Another question that one of the reporters asked and said, what is he looking for in a quarterback? The first thing that he said that he was looking for is he was looking at their personality traits, the characteristics, or who they was, if the team liked them or believed in them, was going to follow him. There was a lot of check marks for my nephew. He went a little deeper in some of the other things that he was saying, and every time he said something, it made me think about Shedeur. Okay? Another question that he was asked, it was about the defense. And they tried to slip in there like how him and Jim Schwartz is getting along or whatever. He had to let it be known. One of the main reasons why he came to Cleveland was because of the defense. He also let them know when he was over there in Baltimore and they was playing Cleveland, he said he wasn't playing Jim Schwartz. He said he was making them plays so they could chip Myles Garrett. He said that them plays that they was running was for Denzel Ward. I'm letting you know, it's about the players and it's about the teams. Yeah, he gave Jim his props, but he also said he ain't changing nothing that they doing on that defense. So all you haters out there that's talking y'all talk and saying what you saying, and you want to talk about because the man is older, no. Cleveland needs to come on up out of where they at and go ahead and take over. Just take over the AFC North. Period. Because the other teams ain't as young as Cleveland right now with that talent that's coming up. And they need somebody with some good foundation. They need some wisdom in there to make sure that this team becomes contenders and being the winning team. Like that man said. He said they wrote that check. They wrote that check and they expect for him to win games. And that's what he come here to Cleveland to do. So put some respect on it. And for those of you who's talking different stuff about my nephew, let me just break something down to you real quick for Aunty. First of all, y'all know when he was drafted. Y'all know how he was drafted. And you know how it went down. Second of all, this was his rookie year. He didn't get in until what? The 7th game? He didn't even have that many starts. Third of all, you give him the same damn grace you give any other rookie. And for any of you ESPNers or anybody else talking about he gonna be a journeyman or he gonna be a backup, miss me with all of that. I'm counting on you, Todd. You got to show them what Cleveland is, and I'm counting on you to be that developer and bring all of that out and show them all what my nephew is about. Just like you did with Lamar Jackson out here trying to make it seem like my nephew ain't top tier client, top tier. Get out of here with that. What I'm really especially looking forward to, let's go over who some of their opponents that's going to be this 2026 season. Now, I do know for their away games, it's a couple of them that I want to highlight on. One is going to be with the New Orleans Saints. And as of right now, it's not definite, but from what I'm seeing, I think they're going to be playing over in Paris. And y'all know that's my nephew's neck of the woods over there because he goes over there for Fashion Week and all of that. So I'm hoping that is correct. I think what I'm seeing online, not sure for sure now, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, October the 25th, around there. So I'm going to be keeping up on that. But I would love to see that game. I hope that my nephew, now I ain't going to say I hope we're going to speak it into existence. My nephew going to be starting, and he going to let y'all see what it is. He going to be over there in Paris. He going to win that game over there in Paris because he going to have all them fans up over there. And I don't think the Saints going to be able to do nothing with what this offense is about to be. We speaking all that into existence. And also, too, another away game is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And remember when I was telling you guys about Todd Monken's resume. So we know that he has done some offensive coordinating work down there with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I would like to see how he measure up to that. And also, too, we're going to be playing Baker. And I believe that, Todd was here in 2019 when Baker was here. So that will be an awesome game for us to see. Now, for some home games, one of the games is going to be against the Baltimore Ravens. And I can't wait for that game. I'm going to be all tuned in. Hell, Aunty might be in Cleveland. I'm talking about actually in Cleveland, the Muni Line, and at the game for that one, because I know that's going to be a game right there. Let me see who else that I put on there as far as, the Atlanta Falcons. Yes, and yeah, Kevin going to have to come back to Cleveland with the Atlanta Falcons and play on our field. So that's going to be a game, too, that I am going to be excited to see. So that's just a few of the opponents that they're going to be playing. Before we get out of here, I just want to say congratulations to the NFC for winning the Pro Bowl. Congratulations. I know the AFC, they haven't won in about 4 years, so I need y'all to get it together in the AFC. So in the next Pro Bowl, you guys are going to be winning. And for my Super Bowl prediction, Sam Darnold is going to put belt to ass to Drake May. It's going to be the Seattle Seahawks. And I don't believe it's going to be no close game. I don't believe it's going to come down to a field goal. I believe that the Seahawks is going to be up at least 3 scores over the Patriots. I know the Patriots is happy that they are going back. I get it. And you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to bring some more championships back, the Super Bowl era back to the New England Patriots. Hey, Tom Brady ain't the only one that can do it, but it ain't going to happen this year. So you guys keep tuning in. I'm going to keep you guys in the loop. What's going on here with the Cleveland Browns and the Dogs Found. Until next week, I'm out. The Reporter newspaper serving Akron, Ohio and surrounding communities for over 50 years. Understanding the voices of our unique experiences and realities is paramount to community development. With the Reporter newspaper and the ReporterNewspaperOnline.com, it is our mission to tell our stories to our communities in the way we understand. With that being said, this is the time to get your yearly subscription delivered to your door at an affordable rate. To get your subscription, please call them at 330-535-7061. The Reporter newspaper, serving our community for over 50 years. This has been a podcast from the Mega Media Social Media Network.